EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. This group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hooker. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Hooker now off play action. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Pushes him aside at the 45. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. 3rd and 5. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Play action. It's Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA. 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's second down at a yard. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Hooker rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Able to slither by. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Down from the 8, they can get a first down by reaching the 5. Read option, this is Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints. T. Higgins, 49 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Groupie able to add the PAT. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Tannehill. There's Mooney with another catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 25-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Tannehill. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hooker to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 19-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking deep here for Mooney. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped out and behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Williams to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that's good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Hooker now off play action. He's got this to Williams, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He's into space past the 25. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. Now Tannehill. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. Complete to Olave on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Oh, some strong running. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Tannehill on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ryan Tannehill, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. That's caught at the 1. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go play action. Here's Hooker. They'll roll him out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last throw here for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.